Welcome to another episode of Out and About with CASA. I'm Alan Richards. Welcome to our show. Today we're going to learn more about a new initiative at CASA. And to tell us more, we have Vanessa Walker-Plusquellec from CASA who's going to talk about her program. Welcome, Vanessa.
Thank you.
So, CELI, this program, what does CELI stand for, first of all?
So CELI is Community Empowerment Literacy Initiative.
Initiative, okay, and that's the program you're working on at CASA.
Yeah.
So before we get into it, how long have you been at CASA?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And what did you do before that?
So before I used to work at a readaptation center in Bonaventure with young girls.
With young girls. So you've been working in kind of the field before you came to CASA. And since 3 years you've been at CASA working at CELI.
Right, yes.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
And so the program CELI, this is for people who are really far from the
workforce, and need some revamping of their skills, that's mainly what it is. So it's to bring them closer to or completely entering the job market.
Okay, so somebody who might be away from the job market because they had a kid, or
right, and they've been out for 15 years, and now they're taking care of their parents,
okay, and so they come to this program, and tell us about how the program is set up.
Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, the participants usually come to us, or we sometimes go to them.
Okay.
So it's just a shout out to us, and through Facebook, call, anything like that. And we meet one-on-one with them first to see kind of like what they're wanting to, what kind of skill they want to build on. Because we have 9 different skills that we can work on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it can be multiple skills at once, or we could do one skill over the time lapse of a month, you know, and then do another skill. And
so it's really like a personalized approach.
Yeah,
depending
it
on
is very personalized. We do it personalized and work in groups.
Okay.
Or we could completely stay one-on-one.
Okay.
Like our last year we had 2 groups, and then I did one-on-one with one person.
Okay.
But this year we're looking like we're doing more one-on-ones. But as time goes on, we can maybe, with the confidence that they build, they might want to go into a group eventually, maybe. You know, it's all.
Who are the clientele? Like, is there an age limit?
Yeah, so it's 30 to 54 years old.
Okay, so for an older group, not necessarily kids coming to school or.
Yeah, it's like the middle-aged people that are, you know, just finishing taking care of their children, or the ones that are just starting to take care of their parents, you know, that have been away from the job market. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and so they get in touch with us, or we reach out to them. We do the initial meeting, and that's where you do the assessment.
Right.
Do you know the skills off the top of your head?
I do.
Oh, of course you do. You're the coordinator.
It's been 2 years. So we have adaptability, collaboration, communication, creativity and innovation, numeracy, digital literacy, reading, writing, and problem solving.
Okay.
So it's anything.
So all of those things that we think, or the program is set up to help people to improve so that they have a better chance of finding work.
Right.
So we're not talking about CV writing, and we're not talking about job searching. Or
no, that goes into it later on.
Right.
So when they are ready, or even if they're not quite ready yet, well, the CV writing, if they wanted to know how to, you know, revamp it later on their own, that's when digital literacy would come in, and we can teach them on the computer how to add or how to subtract things from their CV and stuff. So that's where it can come in.
So it all plays into the complete package.
Right.
So I show up, let's say, and we talk, and you decide, or we decide that I need help with literacy. Is it like you find me a course, you send me to
Could be anything, really. Yeah, we bring you to either online if you're not ready to do the whole go to the Anchor, or go to like a community adult center.
Okay.
Could be online, or we bring you to Emily Woods at the Anchor, and set you up there for reading, writing.
So the individual stuff, it's really guiding them towards resources that they would need, and those resources are already in place, obviously.
Yes, we have a lot. Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. I didn't even realize it was that tailored. And so this program is through a project with community QCGN.
QCGN,
it's with QCGN. And who are some of our partners that you work with?
So we have Family Ties, we have the Anchor, we have the Passerelle. So we have a lot of, like the Passerelle, for example, some people might have confidence issues and underlying problems that come in that are stopping them from entering the job market, right? So then we would reference them to the Passerelle, and while they're working with them, well then that's another issue that they're resolving, right?
Right.
So yeah.
So it's really like a holistic approach to working on all the parts.
All parts of them. Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting. And your group work. So how does that work? Is it like every day, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday?
Yeah, it's very per individual. If you want to do it once a week, we can do it once a week. Twice a week, we can do that. Once a month, we could do that. With our groups last year, for example, we did it once a week, every Thursday.
Okay.
And then they became more bonded, and they really liked the whole social aspect of it and learning from each other. So we did it twice a week. We did it Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Right.
So it all depends on the person. If they don't feel like they're ready to do the groups and they're not ready to dedicate themselves once a week, we could do it once a month. You know, it's completely up to them. It's just to get them closer.
Very flexible and whatnot. And I could see how the groups would be fun for people, and also to create kind of those social skills and how to work in a team. And
they don't see it at first, but then like once they become more confident in themselves and they do want the social aspect, it's a lot more fun for them. You know, like they see familiar faces and they grow friendships and bonds. It's a great time.
So you mentioned that last year, you were talking about last year and you're talking about this year. So how long does the program run? Is it?
So it's from September to June. So we work throughout the whole fall and winter, and then we're off for the summer, right? So.
But is it conceivable that somebody could be in your program for more than a year?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it
really
completely depends on where they're at,
okay.
right? Like we don't have any from last year because they developed a lot of skills, and we have a couple success stories, and the others are looking more into schooling, like they're pursuing their education, getting their GED or things like that. So.
Okay, yeah. So that's interesting. I didn't think of that side. So it's not, might not be employment right away. It might not be getting a job as soon as you come out of the program, but maybe you've discovered something along the way that makes you want to pursue some education, and then we can help them to get into the schools that they need or get the prerequisites. That's awesome. So how many do you have in your group now, or how many are? As of now,
we're still we're still recruiting our participants, right?
Okay, okay. And is there a max we can handle, I imagine, or?
We do 12 per year.
Okay.
Because it all depends on how much time the person needs, right? So if it was more than 12, well then our time is kind of like short.
Limited.
Yeah.
Do you find that you have waiting lists, or have you been able to have enough space?
We don't have waiting lists, but we do recruit pretty fast.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
And how do people, how do they find out about it? Do they, I guess, a Facebook page?
Well, we do put on posts on Facebook. We just did one not long ago. And yeah, it's pretty much Facebook, or we do, reach out to some.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they might see this show.
Yes, hopefully.
So just to recap, I guess, it's for 30 to 35? No.
30 to 54.
30 to 54. Wow, I'm in trouble following along. 30 to 54, so over 30 years old.
Right.
You've been away from the job market for a little while and need some help with some skills. And so, is there what about bilingualism? Can you work on that, or if, let's say, I want to pick up some French, or is that?
That we can do. We can bring them to somebody that does offer that, right?
Okay.
Like at the Anchor, I know they have. I think Miriam Beebe is doing the French.
And at CASA, I know there's a lot of other services that we have that can help, like Cindy with the employability stuff for the job search and whatnot. Interesting. So if I'm at home and I'm watching the show and I have a young person a 30-plus person that I know in my family that's needing help to get into the job market, has been out of it for a while. How would you pitch the program to them? Like, what would you say to them to encourage them to call?
I just think that sometimes we just lose our sense of who we are, and we become a mother, a father, a caregiver, and this is a chance to work on yourself and be with just me, or be with a bunch of people that you could create relationships with, right? And create confidence in any skill, any skill. Within those 9 skills, we can work on so much more than just that. It goes so much deeper than that, And I think it's a great opportunity to take that once a week, take that once a month. It's completely up to you, right? So it's at your pace.
Neat. So that's a great pitch. So it's really focused on the individual, and we're going to work on your needs at that time.
Yeah.
And I liked also the fact that the other programs and services at CASA can fill in if there are some other needs they get for professionals. So you do a little bit more than that at CASA right now, right? You're into Bright Beginnings.
I'm in a little bit, in Bright Beginnings.
for young kids.
I just got in that, yeah.
You just get in that, the young families and supporting kids.
Right.
And you're going to be doing some mental health, or is it mental health workshops?
Workshops, yeah.
How are they going to work?
So we have 4 already set up, Port Daniel, Cascapedia areas. We have porch sign making in Port Daniel on October 29th. And Cascapedia, we're doing a painting workshop. We're also doing wreaths workshops in December with like the real wreaths, and then we just decorate them, put them on your door. Beautiful, you know. So
these are like activities to get people out of the house.
Yes, get them out.
Get socializing, break down some isolation.
Yes, especially during like the fall and the winter times, especially winter, like we all get into this.
Yes, the seasonal blues.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a time to get out and get your little festivities on.
And those are happening between now and Christmas, or
now and Christmas.
Now and Christmas, and
keep an eye on Facebook.
On our Facebook, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And those are for anybody.
They are for anybody. Yeah.
Okay, and like at all ages and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 18 and up. They're free. Yes.
And that was going to be my question about CELI as well. This is a free program.
All free program. Yeah.
And do you need any? Is there any prerequisites coming in? Do you need any prior knowledge, any prior training? Do you have
nothing? If you have zero
reference from a professional?
No, that's it. Nothing. If you have 0% of skill in digital literacy, well, we'll get it up to 10. You know, like you don't need anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who, like, what other organizations are helping with the skills development? We talked about digital literacy, but I'm interested in some of the other skills that you're teaching. For instance, I don't remember the 9. Adaptability and flexibility. Like,
right.
Give me examples of some of the things that you might.
Well, we do bring in other work bosses, for example.
Right.
So for problem solving, adaptability, how to adapt to certain situations, and how to fix certain problems with, I don't know, an email from a boss, or a problem that you're having with a colleague. And we have a lot of presenters come in.
Okay, so to give like real life examples.
Or like presenters with a group, or we'll just bring in somebody to talk amongst each other, you know?
Right. So it's nice that you read real world situations that you can talk to actual people who are living those those situations, or have encountered those situations.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, and you talked about a couple of your success stories. You're seeing success of people who are leaving and pursuing. Like, I know you can't get into specifics,
right.
But people finding jobs coming out of it.
Yeah, if somebody had zero coming in, zero knowledge of much in the job force, and now she's doing great. She's working at a great job, making great money. Right. You know, she's providing very well for herself, and I'm super excited for her.
Great self-esteem. It must be very fulfilling for you to have those successes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I still keep up with her every now and then, you know.
Nice. And that was it. That was going to be, I guess, the last question. Is, so what happens? Like, you're done the program
after
you're set free, and
I still check in. You know.
Follow-ups, and I guess you've created a relationship
until they get sick of me and they're like, okay, I'm okay.
No more calls, Vanessa. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming to tell us about it. It sounds like a really exciting program.
It is, yeah.
And if you at home, or if anybody in your entourage fits into what Vanessa was talking about, if you need some help getting back into the workforce and you're 30 years plus, please give us a call at CASA, 418-752-5995. Ask for Vanessa, or be sure to check out our website and our Facebook page for all of the activities that Vanessa's mentioned, and even more programs. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time, where we talk about more exciting initiatives for the English-speaking community. I'm Alan Richards. Thanks for watching.